So, oh, there's another person coming. There we go. I guess this is how things go usually with these workshops. This is number 2 of my workshops. I am so very happy to see each and every one of you here. If possible, please, please, have your camera on so that it's kind of nicer to see people's faces. If it's not possible, I totally understand. You just, stay where you are and feel comfortable. I assume that you are hearing me, even if I don't see you. So, and if that's not the case, let me know. So welcome very much for this workshop. This is a body image workshop, right? It's called BMI, Body Matters Intensive. And I'm very happy that you're here. So thank you so much. You made a big step by coming here in the first place. And yeah, before we go anywhere, I just wanted to know, like, how many of you would like to see yourself, look at yourself in the mirror and say, I kind of like what I see. I like what I see. It looks good. And I mean, I belong to this category. I'd like to look in the mirror like on every day and be able to say, look, I like what I see. Or even going a little bit higher and say, yeah, I love my body. That would be even better. But, we're kind of going up and down, even with body image. And, it's very connected to your, I'm just trying to figure this out. It's very connected to your confidence, right? So if you're confident in your body, you feel confident in general, because you can't really separate the two. There can't be anything, you can't be confident and just not feel good in your body, or the other way around. So they're very much connected. And so before we even jump into anything else, I just wanted to set the stage, and we're going to go deep as much as we can within 1 hour. And I hope you have something to write with. If you're in a place that you can write, I hope so. If not, make mental notes. And, I will share the recording with you so you can always come back to it and then write those notes if you can't do it right now. So first of all, let's take 2 deep breaths just to come into this space. And within those 2 deep breaths, I want you to just scan through your body. Now, that doesn't mean you have to go through like a body check or anything. It's just scanning through, like, how am I sitting or standing, or where am I? How am I feeling right now? No judgment, no analysis, just scan. So let's take 1 deep breath in. And then let it all out. Part of the scan is already done. And the next deep breath in. And let it out. Now you've gone all the way from top to bottom, or from bottom to top. And you kind of know, okay, I'm sitting down here, I'm standing here, and I'm, where I am. There is no, there's no thank you, Danielle, for telling me you can hear me. There's no analysis, there's no judgment. We're breathing. So hi, Veronica, and welcome as well. So now that we've breathed it a little bit, let me actually share the screen, because I do have a presentation or some slides to prepared for you. So this is the name of the workshop. And we're just breathing. Isn't that a nice picture? And the topics that we will cover today is like welcome and introduction. I will introduce myself a little bit. Some of you know me, some of you don't, it doesn't matter. And then we're going to have a little quick write, it's called. We're going to give you some minutes and a task to write on, to kind of cover where you are right now. And then I'm going to share with you the REST formula. You're going to know what it is. Then we do a little visualization exercise to get ourselves figured out where we want to go and how we want to feel. Then we have a little share. And then we're going to go into shifting our mindsets. Now, this is 1 hour, and this is a very important hour because you're here. And thank you for being here, because this is a very, it is very important to know where you start from so you can make a change. Now, change is not going to happen within 1 hour. This is a beginning. But it is tools and things that you can change your life on a daily basis. So next year, this time, maybe if you've continued on this journey, you will have had a very good journey and you notice, okay, I'm in a very different place right now, but the journey begins today. So let's start. Who am I? I am Paula. I'm originally from Finland and I now live in Switzerland. And where do I come from? Like, my background is, I have a ballet school background. So I went to ballet school until I was 18 and was very much into this. So I consider myself, I'm a dancer, I'm a mother, and I'm very passionate about serving. Now I have 45 years of life experience to share from. A lot of ups and downs. I think we all do, right? But something that has carried through and that actually came to a point where I set up this app called Tim, This Is Me, is because all through my life, without really knowing, I've always been able to be there for people to help them uplift themselves. I've always enjoyed helping other people, and I've always enjoyed dancing. So kind of that brought me to this point where I'm now. I found where my purpose is. My purpose is here to serve you. So I am here for you for this hour and after this hour for as long as we need. So I'm the creator of Tim, This Is Me. It's the app, and it's an app for dancers to build self-confidence, basically. And so I'm decided to also offer these general to do with confidence workshops online. This is number 2. We had one 2 months ago, and I'm very happy and thankful that you're here with me today. So through my life, I actually did a lot of different things, and it's too much to go into, but all through those times, I always got encouraged to keep doing the kind of uplifting work. But I never figured until about last year how I can combine it to become my life. And now I have figured it out, and I'm so happy and thankful to be serving you here. And why is body image as a topic of discussion? Because whether you're a dancer or not, this is something that influences all of us, because we all live in this body. We have this one body to live in this lifetime. And oftentimes we are not very kind to ourselves. Like I've done my share of very negative thinking about my body, sometimes like things that you would never share with anyone. Like you would never be so mean to someone else. So why be mean to yourself? I mean, you have one body, and if you're a dancer, this is the body that you use for your expression. It's your tool. It's all of our tool, even if we're not dancing. And it's the expression that we have to the outside world of ourselves. So that's why body image is the topic. So now we come to the first exercise. What is your current body image? That's a pretty big question. I'm going to give you 3 minutes time to go through and write down everything, whether it's positive, negative, neutral, whatever it is, everything that you right now think of your body. You don't have to show it or share it with anyone, so you can put whatever words come to your mind in whatever language comes first. So I'm going to encourage you to take your notes. I'm going to stop sharing the screen for a while. And then if you're ready, I'm going to start. You have 3 minutes exactly. And I'm going to give you a little heads up about 30 seconds before we're done, so you know when to kind of finish up. But I encourage you to keep writing for entire 3 minutes, even if you feel like, oh, I can't think of, well, you can still think of something. 3 minutes is long but short. So let's start now. Got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. There we go. That was the alarm. I hope you got a lot down. And if you couldn't make notes, if you're in a car like Carmelita, I hope you made lots of notes in your head, in your mind. So let me start screen share again. Here we go. Got this down. Now I wanted to put this little quote here in between, because where do most of the negative things come from? Like if you think your nose is too big, why would you know? How would you know that your nose is too big if you didn't compare it with someone else's nose? Right? So comparison is the thief of joy. So this is really a very good quote and a very good thing to keep in mind. Oh, there was a little video there. So that was just to keep you on the ground and, you know, kind of a reality check, like where do these things come from? Often it comes from comparison. And then 2 questions. Do you say these words aloud to anyone else? Like, do you ever share any of these words with anyone else? And also, are they absolutely true? Like, are they really, really true? No, you don't have to answer these questions. It's just to think about, like, how would you know? Do you have absolute proof that what you think of your body, especially like the negative things or the not so kind things, how would you know that they're true? So I'm making you a little insecure here, and it's with purpose. I mean, because we want to shift our thought. Now, this is the formula I came up with. It's the rest formula, to give yourself a rest, to come to peace. R is to recognize, because before we change anything in our lives, we need to recognize where we are now, right? We need to know what the 0, the beginning is, so that we know what we want to change. The second one is E, envision. You visualize, you have a goal, you have something that you look forward to, that you want to have, that you want to feel, where you want to go. So from this R, recognize to the visioning of where you want to go. The S is the shift. A shift is something that's moving, that's not stopping. A shift is not a point where you come to, it's constant movement, right? Because also with your body image, you also know your body changes all the time. So you kind of have to readjust all the time with your body image. Now you choose whether you readjust and you recognize positive things, or if you start to notice things that you don't like so much. And T is transform. So after all these steps and a lot of shifting and continuous work, you transform. So something else becomes a habit. Because where you are right now is a product of habits for a very long time. So let's do a visualization. Now that you've put down everything you think about your body right now, and now that you know that there might not be grounds for you to think that way, not for all of it at least, maybe we can somehow start shifting in our minds and start seeing where do you want to go? Especially what kind of a feeling do you want to go to? A goal doesn't have to be something physical. A goal can be, I want to feel this way at some point. So I invite you for a little visualization exercise. So breathe, focus, and enjoy. So make yourselves really comfortable wherever you are, whether you're sitting. Now, if you're driving a car, don't close your eyes because it might cause something else. But if you can, just gently close your eyes and make sure that you're really comfortable, that you don't have to shift around or start feeling uncomfortable in the next few minutes. And we'll go through this exercise. Take one deep breath in. Fill the lungs. And then let all that out. So you can sink even deeper, even further down, get even heavier. Let gravity take over. Now imagine being close to a beautiful small pond in a small forest. Feel the temperature of the air around you. It's comfortable. Smell the scents that are around you. Take that all in. The trees, flowers, the earth. Everything is absolutely calm. There is no wind. So what can you hear? Take all that in. Can you hear birds? Maybe some animals in the bushes, or what can you hear? Really, really listen. Feel the clothes that you're wearing. And just listen. You are still a few steps away from the side of that pond. And you notice a small wooden platform that's floating over the pond on the side. You slowly walk down, and eventually you take a step onto that platform. Now, as soon as you step on that platform, there are ripples that go across the little pond. And you wait until these ripples settle down and the water is calm and crystal clear. You take another deep breath. Just enjoy the moment. Now, at the edge of that platform, you gently look down and you see your own reflection. You see yourself because the pond is so clear. It's like a mirror. As you're looking at yourself, this mirror image stretches out so that not only can you see your face and head, but you can also see your entire body as it is from head to toes. You don't say anything, you're just watching. And as you watch yourself, you find deep satisfaction and gratitude towards your own body, this body that you're watching, and your very own self. The work of art you are a unique creation. This body, it allows you to express everything that is inside of you. It makes incredible movements. And it projects your world to the world outside. Now taking another deep breath in. As you breathe out, you recognize your body, you nod your head down in acknowledgement and appreciation, as if it was a silent thank you. Now, this is a place of pure gratitude and love, absolutely no judgment. Really take in that warm, deep feeling of love and appreciation that just entered your heart space. Keeping that strong feeling with you, you hold it in your heart. You slowly take a step back and your image in front of you fades away. And the ripples come back because you took a step. You feel joy and appreciation for that little brief encounter with your mirror image, with yourself. Now you notice that there is something small, like a little piece of paper, that was left on the platform to your right. You look down and you bend down and pick it up. It's a little wet, but not so wet that you wouldn't see what's written on the note. So you open that note and you see a small message. This is a message, a note that you have written to yourself from this very moment. What does it say? What is the message that you gave to yourself from this moment of appreciation? Read the words carefully. You take those words into your heart, fold the paper, and place it in your pocket. And a smile lights up your face. You slowly turn around and step back on the solid ground of the platform. You just keep walking. The smile stays on your face, gets even bigger. Your heart is filled with joy and gratitude for who you are and your very own body. You are a unique creation and a beautiful human being. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, you can blink your eyes open and come back to this space. Maybe roll your shoulders or stretch your arms, wiggle your toes and fingers, your head. A little movement is always good. And write down what was written on that note. So I'll give you a few seconds to write down what was written on the note. So if you're done, I hope you are. How was that? I hope it was a very nice and peaceful and positive experience. Now, after this experience, now that we've kind of set the stage for the shifting to happen, let's see. There we go. I would like for you all to be ready to share something of this experience. I'm going to break you up into little groups. I'm stopping the sharing here. Well, actually, no, we're first going to go through these questions. So how did it feel to see your mirror image in this visualization? Look, visualizations are very powerful and there are no limits. So like in this one, there are no physical limits like we have in our real life. And they're powerful to shape your future to what you want it to be. Were you able to let go of all judgment, like really just enjoy and not judge? And how would you feel if you were to be at peace with your body? Now, those are 3 questions that you can talk about and share about. Let me know if you have any questions at this point. Otherwise, I'm going to share or put you into little groups, 2 groups. breakout rooms. That's what they're called. So we're going to create 2 breakout rooms. And I'm going to give you 5 minutes to share. Now, please remember that 5 minutes is to be shared among all of you. So there's one group with 3 and one group with 2 people. And if you can, just take a look at the time. I will also give you a little note when it's like 1 minute to go, so you know how much time you have left. So I hope you have a lot of good sharing coming up. I'm going to open the rooms now. Another 50 seconds. Another 50 seconds to go. Oh. So, welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a good time sharing. And I hope that, that you were able to find out also from the others, how was the experience, and if your experience was, similar, or maybe there are different experiences. So let me share the screen again. There we go. Now we go to a next writing exercise. Now that we've done this recognition and then we visualized, now it's time to write something new. I hope you can take a blank sheet of paper, so it's nothing written on it, to start new. Now use the feeling that remained from the visualization as your base. And now in this exercise, I would like for you to write down every compliment that you can remember that you had in your life about you, your body, your appearance, everything. Sometimes you think, oh, there aren't that many, but once you stop digging deeper, all of a sudden you notice, oh yeah, somebody mentioned something else. So all the compliments that came from the outside. And then as a whole, appreciating your body as a whole. If you're a dancer, as an instrument of your expression. If you're not dancing, also as a whole, what does your body do? It moves you. It allows so much for you. It is your expression to the outside world, no matter what you do. And then appreciating specific body parts. Now you got a lot, so I'm going to give you a time limit, and you probably can't go through every single body part because there are so many. But just go through the top to bottom or bottom to top and really appreciate. You can even look, like physically look at your body and see, oh, yeah. And, I would really encourage you to think about the things that you were criticizing before. And if you were criticizing, if you wrote down that, my legs are too short. Well, what about, even if your legs might be shorter than someone else's, but if you're, maybe they allow you to be fast. So even if you use the same concept of like, oh, my legs are short, but then you shift it around and say, you know, these legs are powerful. They allow me to run fast or jump high or be really fast in my movement. And so you kind of take the same thing and you put it in another concept. You shift your focus, because there is no point in spending any energy on thinking, oh my gosh, my legs are too short, because there's nothing you can do about it. You cannot make your legs longer, right? So, you know, if my fingers are too short, that's how it is. That's how I was created. And that's, you know, there's nothing I can do about it. They are what they are. So those things that you cannot change, try to find things, you know, positive sides. Yeah, with these short fingers, I got lots of power in them, right? So specific body parts in that sense also, there's lots of different angles. No, don't take any pressure. I'll give you, let's say 6 minutes to write on this. That's a longer time, but there are also lots of questions, lots of different things. And the last one, once you've done all the 3 first ones, I would like for you to find 5 kind words that you would like to introduce into your daily thinking, into the chit chat and that process that goes on in your head that sometimes has been producing negative thoughts about your body. Like, what are the 5 main things? What are the 5 words that I would like to introduce into my thinking? Now I'm saying introduce because it's usually not very possible for you to like immediately shift into this. You could, I mean, you can write them down and place them somewhere where you see them all the time, but you have to believe what you think for yourself as affirmations or something else. That's very important, instead of just repeating words that don't mean anything to you. So it's just a start to make you shift into a different transformation. That was the rest, that formula, right? So I'm going to give you 6 minutes. Do you have a paper ready? I hope that you could write on. I'm going to put here 6 minutes, and it starts now. There we go. I hope you had a very nice experience and you can take in these words, these compliments, this like kind of body scan in general, and the body parts, all those things. So important. This is the moment that you can start shifting. That this is the moment, that this is just the beginning. Obviously, you're not, and you're never going to be at an end point to anything to do with body image or confidence or anything. So, you know, this is a starting point. Now, you know, you can always come back to this. The visualization, I would encourage you to keep working on this. I mean, and if not this one, there are tons of other ones. And if you want to learn more, I am here for you. I have much more where that's coming from. I'm really here for you. And I love what I do. I do. This is what I love. And I'm here to be with you for your journey anytime. And so, and I would like to encourage you to just keep working on this. This is a not finished product. This is a work in progress. So you keep shifting, and also like then when things happen in your life, or you have, you know, you get 10 years older, your body's going to be different. If you have kids, well, major difference. And then all these other things, or if something happens, you have an injury, well, maybe you have to readjust your body in a little bit, or you might develop a little bigger muscles or smaller muscles or whatever it is. All these adjustments, they're all there for your body, and it is your job to choose how you approach that, those changes, how you go about that. And that goes to every part of your life, not just your body image, but body image for us is kind of essential and in the middle of everything. So let me just share the screen again. There we go. Share screen. We're kind of coming to an end with this workshop because I would like to, for my own sake, cut everything that has to do with selling anything. I mean, I am here to do a business and I'm here to sell my product, but most of you are already users of my product. Danielle, I am so happy and thankful that you're here and that you have been with me this whole 50-something minutes and that you've hopefully enjoyed this workshop. I would love to connect with you like now or after the workshop and to see what is your journey. Because I'm not going into the sales speech. I do have something else that does go for everyone because it's something brand new. So I'm just going to skip over. I mean, the confidence challenge, Danielle, for you, I will explain all this to you. I hope we can get to, do a Zoom together so I can talk to you one-on-one. That's much better than here when everybody's here online. Please, I would love if you could make a testimonial about this workshop online. That would be absolutely fantastic. It is up to you. I do not want to tell you to do so. It is from your heart. If you feel like this was beneficial to you and you learned something that you can use for your life, whether to do with body image or something else, please share and tag Tim, this is me. And I will send you an email afterwards. So if you're not already following me, I'll send you those links where you can follow and you can please just tag me. So that would be really powerful. I will do another workshop in 2 months. I'm still thinking of a title. So if you have very good ideas of what you would like to learn about to do with confidence, which is like everything, right? So anything and everything pretty much. But please let me know if you have any ideas what you'd like to do. I'm up for it, everything. But here I'm looking for co-creators. Now, based on this workshop, I'm going to build within the app as next an intensive program of 16 days to do with body image. So you can go even deeper. This is kind of a skim through with such a short time. And so in this 16 days, it will go deeper. There will be more and different visualizations. There will be more exercises to go deeper. First, you dig deep, and it might be a little, feel like, oh my goodness, going so deep and, looking at all the negative stuff too. But it's so important, like I said, to know where you start from so you can really start shifting. So this 16 days is intense, yes, but very beneficial. So I'm looking for co-creators to create this program. And it will happen in 4 weeks' time. So not within 16 days, but 4 weeks, and each 4 weeks with 4 days each. Now, don't write anything down. I'm going to share this with you. This is just a screen to show you what it's about. Because how I make the programs in the app is not just from me. I want them to work. I want them to work for the people who are actually using them. And me alone, I cannot figure everything out by myself. So I really, really listen, I take feedback, and we do it together so that it's impactful. So there are 4 dates where there's a Zoom call to begin a 4-day section. So on those 4 dates, those are the ones in April and May, always at the same time, there's first a little Zoom call. It's just 15 or 20 minutes, not very long, to kind of go through what's coming. And then you have a week's time to complete 4 days. And during that week, we're going to stay in contact via WhatsApp or Zoom or email to kind of share some feedback. And then I will be building the next 4 days while you are doing the previous 4 days. I hope that makes sense. So it's kind of, I build something, you do something, and then we share feedback. And then based on that, we go further. So it's really a co-creation all together. And I take your feedback very seriously. and to the heart, and we make it together. And this is specific to dance. It is intense, but in the creation process, it's not quite as intense as the program itself, because it's not within exactly 16 days. You get to divide it into 4 weeks. Yeah, so like I said, it's kind of going deeper, it's intense. And if you are up for it, let me know. I mean, you don't have to decide right now. I'm going to send you the dates and see whether you can make the Zoom calls. Or even if you can't, you can still be a part of it. We'll just figure out another way to connect. So this is something new, and I'd really like for you. There's someone else coming now. Oh, it's okay. So yes, thank you for being here today. And especially Danielle for being and jumping here. You're just a very, very brave person. And I will connect with you. And Naomi, who just joined us, Naomi, let's connect one-on-one. I will share this workshop with you. I'm sorry, you just kind of missed the hour, but I will share this video with you, and let's connect you as well. So Danielle and Naomi, thank you for being here. For everyone else, thank you so much for being here. You are supporting me in so many ways, and I really, really, really appreciate all of you. So I'm going to stop the screen share so I can see everyone who's on camera. And yeah, if you can come on camera, that would be great. Thank you so much. And now I see Danielle as well. Hey, nice to see you. So I'm gonna, if you want, we can stop it now. I'm actually gonna stop the recording. So we're like officially finished. Stop recording, there we go.